Star Wars only. It should be called Star Wars simply. He's got a lot of shitty points.
Star Wars only? I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
I've seen a lot of Star Wars fan films in my life, and these fan films and even fan edits are a huge part of the Star Wars community. And to me, it's always shown how Star Wars can inspire the creative mind in all of us. And this Vader Shards of the Past film was really hyped. Probably the most hyped fan film I've seen for Star Wars in a very long time. So was this fan film good? Well, shit, the fan base sure likes it. I mean, they think it's the greatest fucking thing since ever, I guess. Better than the new Star Wars films, I hear. Others were asking, why is no one talking about it? I'm sorry, who the fuck wasn't talking about it? This thing was trending #2 on YouTube. Anyways, is Vader Shards of the Past a good fan film or not? Well, if you go by the name fan film, then this short 12-minute video that's called a film is a great start to a fan film. This opening shot is great. The first few minutes are actually really fun to watch. Vader's choking some dude and he's fighting off clones. Great way to build suspense and also good costumes. I'm not gonna lie, the costume is really good here. Then Vader does the Kylo Ren thing, but only cooler because there's more lasers. Because fuck Disney, right? The big twist is that Vader is choking the Emperor, which was really cool. Vader blames the Emperor for Padme's death, which makes no sense because the dude choked Padme himself, but you know, I'll let it slide, whatever. So basically shit happens, Vader kills the Emperor and he puts on a really bad dead face. Then Vader recalls everyone's favorite part about The Phantom Menace, the love story of a 9-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl. But then the next big twist comes. Padme is actually Palpatine. Then the Senate starts to fuck up Vader while Padme screams his name. I'm not gonna lie, the voice acting for Padme is actually really good. But then the next big twist comes, and Vader wakes up. Now, I love this shot right here. I'd actually prefer if the film started right here, because this shows the humanity of Vader, and I like that. What I don't like is now that half of the film is just a dream that never happened and was in one location. It's all in one little set. That's not to say the location's bad. 12 Angry Men is one of the best films of all time, and 90% of it takes place in one room. I'm just saying that right after this scene, the same location is revisited in the dream. So the dream and the scene right after are the same thing, so it's like, well, if you're just going to talk about everything that Vader was dreaming of, which I think kind of makes the dream pointless, then don't really do the dream part. But anyways, from here on out, I have maybe one complaint about this fan film. Everything from here is actually pretty good, all things considered. The guy who plays the Emperor does a really good job. Wish they would avoid showing his eyes, though, because they could resemble Sidious more in the prequels if they would just cover his eyes. I love the Emperor's message to Vader, though, and I also like the guy who plays the Emperor. I think he's a very good actor in this. I love how the Emperor says, "Relish in the choices that brought you here." That seems like something a Sith Lord will do. Despite some cheesy lines from time to time, and annoyingly copying lines from other films constantly, the rest of the fan film plays out damn near perfect in my opinion. Vader set out on a mission to kill a Jedi who knows Vader is Anakin. Alright, I'm interested. The scene where he leaves is also really great. Whoever's making these parts of the films, these, special effects or whatever, him flying off and these shots right here, whoever they are, you're pretty fucking talented. Props to you. Vader goes to Naboo, and this is my favorite part. They actually go to a new set, and this feels like it belongs in Naboo. This new set is really pretty, and it's actually very unique. So Vader is about to go down, and he's about to face a Jedi, and then he turns on his lightsaber, and boom, it's over. Alright, great ending. A little short, but the ending built up tension. I think it'd be better if you cut out the 6 minutes of dreaming, and this would be the first time Vader ignites his lightsaber at the very end. It would build up a lot of tension, and it'd make it a lot cooler in my opinion. But overall, I think this was a pretty good fan film. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. The first 6 minutes kind of annoyed me with all the twists, the mind-numbing action, cheesy love story, and it didn't really add anything to the story at all. But once Vader actually woke up from the dream, and actually started to show its creative side of the film, the actors overall were pretty good. What really stands out is the effects, which are 90% of the time really good. And, it's a fan film. And so there's going to be some parts that aren't too great in terms of special effects. But for a fan film, it surprisingly had the best special effects I've seen in a very long time from a fan film. Very creative. I love that. The music itself felt Star Wars inspired, which I liked. The costumes were terrific, and it surprised me on how top quality all of this actually looked. Star Wars Theory is a pretty smart guy, and a pretty nice guy. He's smart because he realized fans are mad at Lucasfilm and Disney, and plus there's no movie being released in December, and a perfect opportunity for a channel his size to make a fan film that'll excite the fans. I mean, legit, this dude bought out a fucking theater so people could watch this fan film. How can you not love a free film that was made for you, specifically with you in mind? This fan film did exactly what it was set out to do, and that is excite the fans. And for that, I commend it.